Okay, so once again, good morning. So today we're going to start our course that is Advanced Management Information System. So in this course, now we're going to discuss the fourth one, which covered the organization's management and the network enterprise. So after the discussion of this chapter, you will be able to answer the following questions. Now, number one, how are information system changing business and how does globalization relate to them? Why are information systems so crucial for today's corporate operations and management? What is an information system exactly and how does it functions? No? What aspect of management structure and technology are there? What do complementary assets consist of and why is it crucial to have complementary assets to make sure that information system actually benefit an organization? And in what academic fields are information system studied? How does it advance our knowledge of information system? And an explanation of the socio-technical systems perspective. So in the first topic, now we're in focus on the role of information system in business today. In either the American economy or the rest of the world economy, things are no longer as normal. So way back 2012, businesses in US will spend more than 540 billion US dollar, no, on telecommunications alone, software and hardware for information system. They will also spend an additional 650 billion US dollar on business and management consulting and services, much of which including reorganizing companies' internal business process to benefit from this new technology. So later on, maybe our presenter share a figure which demonstrate the rise from 32% to 52% of all invested capital between, of course, between the again, as I mentioned, no, most of your management, no, will be employed, no, by businesses that heavily rely on information system and spend a lot of money on technology. So without a doubt, you want to know how to use this money sensibly, and your business can surpass rivals if you choose wisely, because poor decisions will result in the loss of important resources, and making informed choices about information system and technology is the goal of this chapter. Okay, so to give us more details about the topic, let us all welcome our first presenter. Go ahead, sir. Okay, take it away, sir.
Good morning, Doc. Good morning, classmates. I am Arton Henry Cornejo Jr. My wife is Nel Cornejo. Today, we will discuss about Chapter 1, the Information System in Global Business Today. But before we start, let's think, what exactly is an information system? Well, from a technical perspective, information system transform raw data into useful information through three basic activities: the input, processing, and the output. While in a business perspective, an information system provides a solution to a problem or challenge facing a company and represents a combination of management, organization, technology elements. We have here a good example of the role of information system in business today, the new Yankee Stadium, which opened on April 2, 2009, isn't just another ballpark. It's the stadium of the future. It's the most wired, connected, and video-enabled stadium in all of. How are information systems transforming business, and what is their relationship to globalization? Email, online conferencing, and cell phones have become essential tools for conducting business. Information systems are the foundation of fast-paced supply chains. The internet allows many businesses to buy, sell, advertise, and solicit customer feedback online. Examples are Shopee, Lazada, and Amazon. Organizations are trying to become more competitive and efficient by digitally enabling their core business processes and evolving into digital firms. Internet has stimulated globalization by dramatically reducing the costs of producing, buying, and selling goods on a global scale. New information systems trends include the emerging mobile digital platform, online software as a service, and cloud computing. What's new in management information systems? Number one is technology. Cloud computing platform emerges as a major business area of innovation. Another is growth in software as a service, and a mobile digital platform emerges to compete with a PC as a business system. Number two is the management. Managers adopt online collaboration and social networking software to improve coordination, collaboration, knowledge sharing. Business intelligence applications accelerate and virtual meetings proliferate. The number three is the organizations. Web 2.0 applications are widely adopted by firms. Telework gains momentum in the workplace and the co-creation of business value. We have different aspects in emerging digital firm. The digital firm is one in which nearly all of the organization's significant business relationships with customers, suppliers, and employees are digitally enabled and mediated. Business processes refers to the set of logically related tasks and behaviors that organizations develop over time to produce specific business results in the unique manner in which these activities are organized and coordinated. Time shifting refers to business being conducted continuously 24/7 rather than in a narrow workday time bands of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The space shifting means that work takes place in global workshop as well as within national boundaries. Work is accomplished physically wherever in the world it is best accomplished. Information systems are a foundation for conducting business today. In many industries, survival and the ability to achieve strategic business goals are difficult without extensive use of information technology. Businesses today use information systems to achieve six major objectives. Number one is the operational excellence. Number two is the new products, services, and business models. Three is the customer supplier intimacy. Four, improved decision making. Another is competitive advantage. And the sixth is day-to-day survival. For the operational excellence, in contemporary systems, there is a growing interdependence between a firm's information systems and its business capabilities. Changes in strategy, rules, business processes increasingly require changes in hardware, software, databases, and telecommunications. Often, what the organization would like to do depends on what its systems will permit it to do. The new products, services, and business models, information systems and technologies are a major enabling tool for firms to create new products and services, as well as entirely new business models. A business model describes how a company produces, delivers, and sells products or services to create wealth. The customer and supplier intimacy. When business really knows its customers, and serve them well, the customers generally respond by returning and purchasing more. This raises revenues and profits. Likewise with suppliers. The more a business engages its suppliers, the better the suppliers can provide vital inputs, lower cost, improve decision making. Many business managers operate in an information fog box, never really having the right information at the right time to make an informed decision. Instead, managers rely on forecasts, best guesses, and luck. The result is overall underproduction of goods and services, misallocation of resources, and poor response time. These poor outcomes raise costs and lose customers. In the past decade, information systems and technologies have made it possible for managers to use real-time data from the marketplace when making decisions. Competitive advantage. Doing things better than your competitors, charging less for superior products, and responding to customers and suppliers in real time all add up to higher sales and higher profits that your competitors cannot match. Survival. Business firms also invest in information systems and technologies because they are necessities of doing business. Sometimes these necessities are driven by industry's level changes. There are many federal and state statutes and that create a legal duty of companies and their employees to retain records, including digital records. Firms turn to information systems and technologies to provide the capability to respond to these challenges. For the next topic, Ms. Anel will continue. Go.
Good morning, Dean. Good morning, classmates. Before we discuss this, let's first define information technology and the information system. Information technology consists of all the hardware and software that a company needs to use in order to achieve its business objectives. This includes not only computers or cell phones, but also software such as Windows, Microsoft Office, and thousands of computer programs that can be found in large companies. While information systems are more complex and can be understood by looking at them from both technology and business perspective. It is technically a set of components that collect or retrieve, process, store, and distribute information to support decision making and control in an organization. We have here difference between data and information. Data is raw, unorganized facts that can be processed, and it is simple, random, and useless until it is organized. While information is when data is processed, organized, structured, or presented in a given context to make it useful. Functions of an information system. We have input, process, and output. Input captures or collects raw data from organization and from its external environment, while processing converts its raw input into a meaningful form. And output transfer the process information to the people who will use it or to the activities for which it will be used. So information systems also require feedback, which is output that is returned to appropriate members of the organization to help them evaluate or correct the input stage. Example is the Yankee Stadium. When we buy online tickets, inputs are the name, address, card number, and any other details of the purchaser, while processing is when computers store this data and process them to calculate order details, track ticket purchases, and send requests for the payments to credit card companies. And the outputs are tickets to print out, receipts for orders, and reports on online ticket orders. Information systems are more than computers. As you can see, we have here a circle which illustrates three dimensions of information system, which are organizations, management, and technology. On the left side is number 1, organizations. We have a pyramid structure that is composed of 3 different levels of specialties, which are senior, middle, and operational management. Senior management decides about the product and services, as well as ensures the financial performance of the firm. The middle management, such as scientists and knowledge workers, carry out the programs and plans for senior management by designing products or services and creating new knowledge for the firm. Lastly, operational management is responsible for the monitoring the daily activities of the business. These are production or service workers who actually produce the product and deliver the service, and data workers such as secretary or clerk who assist with scheduling and communication at all levels of the firm. On the bottom is number 2, management. Its job is to make decisions and formulate actions to solve the organizational problems, but managers must do more. They must also create new products and services and even recreate the organization from time to time. And lastly, on the right is number 3, technology.
Aray ko,
The
Daddy!
information system is one of the many tools managers use to cope with change, which are as follows. Computer hardware, which is a physical equipment used for input, processing, and output activities in an information system. Examples are cell phones, computers, tablets, and more. Next is computer software. It consists of the detailed pre-programmed instructions that control and coordinate the computer hardware components in an information system. Examples are Windows and Microsoft Office. Next is data management technology, which consists of the software governing the organizations of data on a physical storage media. And last is networking and telecommunications technology, which consists of both physical services or devices and software, links the various pieces of hardware, and transfer data from one physical location to another. Examples are internet, intranets, and extranets. Let's also know the difference of the 3 words, internet, extranet, and intranet. Internet creates connections between computers around the world, which is public. And extranets creates connection beyond or outside an organizations. They are suppliers, customers, partners, and marketers. And intranets creates connections inside the organizations, which are employees. In addition, the www in the website or World Wide Web is a service provided by the Internet that uses universally accepted standards for storing, retrieving, formatting, and displaying information in a page format on the Internet. From a business perspective, information systems are part of series of value-adding activities for acquiring, transforming, and distributing information that managers can use to improve decision-making, enhance organizational performance, and ultimately improves firm profitability. The business perspective calls attention to the organizational and managerial nature of information systems. An information system represents an organizational and management solution based on information technology to a challenge or problem posed by the environment. What are complementary assets? Why are complementary assets essential for ensuring that information system provides genuine value for an organization? In order to obtain meaningful value from information systems, organizations must support their technology investments with appropriate complementary investments in organization and management. These complementary assets include new business models and business processes, supportive organizational culture, and management behavior, approach technology standards, regulations, and laws. New information technology investments are unlikely to produce high returns unless businesses make the appropriate managerial and organizational changes to support the technology. Next is the study of information systems deals with issue and insights contributed from technical and behavioral disciplines. The principles that contributed to the technical approach, focusing on formal models and capabilities of systems, are computer science, management science, and operations research, while the disciplines contributing the behavioral approach, focusing on the design, implementation, management, and business impact of systems, are psychology, sociology, and economics. The socio-technical views of system considers both technical and social features of systems and solutions that represent the best fit between them. Then our last topic is socio-technical perspective on information systems. Adapting a socio-technical systems perspective helps to avoid a purely technological approach to information systems. For instance, the fact that information technology is rapidly declining in costs and growing in power does not necessarily or easily to translate into productivity enhancement or bottom line profits. The fact that the firm has recently installed an enterprise-wide financial reporting system does not necessarily mean that it will be used effectively. Likewise, the fact that the firm has recently introduced new business procedures and processes does not necessarily mean that employees will be more productive in the absence of investments in new information systems to enable those processes. This means that technology must be changed and designed in a way as to fit organizational and individual needs. Sometimes the technology may have to be de-optimized to accomplish its fit. For instance, mobile phone users adapt this technology to their personal needs, and as results, manufacturers quickly seek to adjust a technology to conform for other expectations. The organizations and individuals must be changed through training, learning, and planned organizational change to allow the technology to operate and prosper. That's all for our reports. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, no. So a while ago, no, before we start, I float actually a questions where we can answer those questions through this discussion. So the first question, no, actually is how are information systems changing business and how does globalization relate to them? No? As our presenter mentioned, no, the use of smartphones, tablets, web conferencing, email, and other business-related technologies has become standard. Fast moving supply networks are built on information system, and many businesses may buy, sell, advertise, and get client feedback online and thanks to the internet. So by digitally enabling their key business activities and developing into digital enterprises, organizations are attempting to become more efficient and competitive. So by drastically lowering the cost of manufacturing, acquiring and reselling things on a worldwide scale. So the internet has accelerated globalization. No? The foregoing mobile digital platform, online software as a service, and cloud computing are three examples of recent information systems trends. Question number 2 is, why are information systems so crucial, no, for today's corporate operations and management? Today's company or firm operations are built on information systems. Without considerable use of information technology, survival and the ability to accomplish strategic company goals are challenging in many businesses. Operational excellence, innovating goods, services, and business models, customer and supplier intimacy, no, improve decision-making, competitive advantage, and a day-to-day survival are the 6 main goals that business today employ information technology to achieve. On question number 3, what is an important system exactly? How does it function? And what aspect of management structure and technology are there? An information system, from a technological standpoint, gathers, stores, and distributes data from the environment and internal operations of an organization to support organizational functions like decision-making, communication, coordination, control, analysis, and visualization. Because information systems use 3 fundamental processes. And we are all familiar with input, processing, and output. So to convert raw data into usable information. An information systems, seen from a business viewpoint, solves a problem or difficulty that a company is experiencing and combines management, organizations, and technological components. No? The management aspects of information system includes topics like managerial behavior, strategy, and leadership, computer hardware, software, data management technology, and networking telecommunications technology make up the technology dimension, of course, including the internet. Information system organizational dimension addresses concerns like organizational hierarchy, functional specialization, operational procedures, culture, and political interest groups. Number 4 question is, what do you mean by complementary asset, and why is it crucial to have complementary asset to make sure that information system actually benefit an organization? To address these concerns, no, we need to understand that organization must supplement their technological efforts. It's sensible complementary investment in management and organization in order to get significant value out of information technologies. Because the supportive corporate culture, management style, proper technological standard, legislation, and regulations are only a few examples of this complementing asset. Unless firms undertake the necessary managerial and organizational adjustment to support the technology, new technology, information technology investments are unlikely to yield strong returns. And the last questions, no, that I wanted to address is, in what academic fields are information systems studied, and how does it improve knowledge of information system? So an explanation of the societal as socio-technical systems perspective. Again, information systems research deals with problems and ideas brought forth by technical and behavioral fields. A computer science, management science, and operation research are the disciplines that contribute to the technological approach, concentrating on formal models and capabilities of systems. For psychology, sociology, and economics are the fields that contribute to the behavioral approach, which focuses on the design, implementation, management, and commercial impact of systems. So therefore, as our presenter mentioned, a socio-technical view of systems takes into account both technical and social aspect of system and the solutions that best balance them. So I think that's it for topic number 1.